Hello, sorry, so just quickly for this video, I've got to point out something that's happened. So when I was setting the bitrate for the audio of the recording, I clearly, must have pressed, like, the up or down arrow, and it's set to 8,000. So the audio sounds just shit, but, at least it's here. It's better than it not being here and me having to re-record the whole thing, so I do apologize about it. Hopefully it'll be fixed in the next episode, but I did record these two back to back, so we'll just have to wait and see. So yeah.
Hello. And welcome to Sherlock Holmes. Indeed. Well, my Sherlock looks like a human. Sorry, that intro really broke my brain. Let's do a Muse from Abroad, because I said I was going to do it. Let's do a Muse from Abroad. So, Vogel said that the artist Boniface Mercurio lives somewhere in the old city, but he doesn't know where exactly. He also mentions that Mr. Mercurio is a prominent person. Somewhere in the old city, doesn't know where. Okay. He's an artist, old city. I think our best bet to find this fucker is gonna be the newspaper. Yeah. Or maybe City Hall, actually. We'll do City Hall. No, I think it'll be City Hall. So yeah, we're gonna do that today. We're going to check out our muse. Amusing. Wink, wink. But yeah, it should be good. We'll try here, and if this doesn't work, then we'll start asking people. But I think it's going to be here in the records office. Past our lovely lady. Bonk. Hello, John.
I'll be right here.
When won't you? Right. Subject. We're looking for a citizen. In British occupation, so now. That's fair. We want his occupation in the old city. Okay, fuck citizen, go in this time. No. Other? No. He lives in the old city, so district old city is fine. Registry occupation? Yeah, that would make sense, wouldn't it? Oh, he said he's prominent. Maybe he's an official. No. Maybe we ditch this and just say British registry. Okay, John, I get it. I'm fucking up. Bear with me, alright? Vogel says Boniface lives somewhere in the old city. Doesn't know where exactly. He also mentions Mr. Mercurio as a prominent person. So if he's prominent... Be in a posher end, wouldn't it? That's the Pillar of Knives. Okay, so maybe it's not the town hall. Maybe it is the newspaper's going to be liable. An artist is likely to be spoken about in a newspaper, so we'll try the newspaper. Yeah. I'm quite enjoying this. I've had to take a couple of days off, left and right this week, because I've been all over the shop with my, mental health. So I do apologise for the lack of videos as and when they are lacking. I'm doing my best, as always. You know I am. But yeah. Hopefully we can all enjoy this game and get to an ending. So that should be good. I don't know if I'm going to accomplish everything in this game or just do the main story. But if I find side quests that take my fancy, I for sure am going to check them out. But I might not do everything on stream. Just because
Holmes,
it doesn't seem nice.
I have something for you.
Oh! Hi.
Mr. Holmes, I see what you're up to. Mysterious stranger pursues betrothed woman. But please, let us keep things professional. I have in my possession an envelope containing details of a special assignment for you. Tell me, are you interested?
Yes?
I believe I am, but to be very clear, Miss Ertle, my interest extends to the message and not the messenger.
So he claims he's not a gal sneaker, seducing women everywhere he goes. Perhaps the truth is even more scandalous?
Please spare me the speculation and return to the matter at hand.
A gang of smugglers, the Eels, have Codona in their clammy grip. The British Empire can
Mycroft.
abide it no longer. Mycroft insists they be disbanded.
Okay.
But this organization only falls with the capture of their odious leader, Friedrich Panzer. And note well, I did say capture, not kill. Inside your envelope is a map marked with the Eels' warehouses. But alas, we do not know in which Friedrich Panzer resides.
So even Mycroft has his limits.
Indeed. You must be sure to identify the correct warehouse before entering. Because once one is compromised, the other's occupants will scatter.
Okay.
Here are all the files, and feel free to use the archive too.
Miss Ertle, if you're quite done with...
Well, that's perfect. Tortured hero lashes out after rejected romance. Tomorrow's edition will be a sensation.
Alright, well, we'll go and use our records office, but, which one is it, actually? Is it this way? It's not, it's the other one. But it appears we've got some work to do for Mycroft as well. We'll see about that. Right. In the old city, I am looking for maybe a celebrity. They're prominent, so there'd be a celebrity recently. There we go. Brawler artist sellout. The past week has been brought to us a new scandal regarding this local so-called artist. Dance of decadence. Blah, blah, blah. Column. Do we have anything to do with his address? He started a brawl. Placed under guard. I believe we have something to work with now. You will find him at the address Hermes Avenue between Scarlet Street and Olive Street in the Old City. Perfect. Scarlet Street and Olive Street in the Old City. Scarlet Street's up here. Olive Street. Olive. I don't see olives. Oh, Olive Street, Scarlet Street, Olive Street, Hermes Avenue. Bam. The address is here. How do I do this? There. Bingo! We have something already, and we need to find this Mr. Man. Someone with their nips out and floppy hair. Should be good. Let's do a quick fast travel over to here then. And also, this M is part of a DLC, it turns out. But I got it in the game before the DLC released. It was very confusing. The DLC got released after I recorded the episode where I first got them, so I was very confused. I may do the DLC, I may not. I might just leave it with a little bit for other people to explore.
Are you able to help me?
You seen this, man?
It's funny when someone like you asks someone like me for help.
Right, okay, so you're going to be a cock, aren't you? Let's go down here and hang a left, then. Whee! Oh! There's a man wanted for murder. That's interesting. But this looks to be the residence. Let's enter.
Excuse me, young man. Where do you think you're going?
Greetings, Mom. I'm looking for the...
I don't care who you're looking for. You shall not pass. No visitors allowed.
Alright,
I wish to
Gandalf.
buy a painting from Mr. Boniface Mercurio. Is he at home?
Dearie, tell me, because old age has made me blind. Did someone write Information Bureau on my forehead? Because I'm not here to answer your questions. Entry is for residents only. If you aren't a resident, please leave, or I shall report you to the police.
Right, so she's a dickhead. Good to know. Perhaps a change of clothes might convince her. Maybe if I dressed as police. That could work. Let us try, shall we? Policia and my police hornet. Here you go. I'm a policeman.
Hello, officer. How can I help you?
There we
Greetings. I'm investigating the theft of a painting by Mr. Boniface Mercurio. He lives here, I understand. May I talk to him?
Oh, how dreadful. But I suppose that means his work is finally being appreciated, doesn't it?
In a way, yes.
That's good. The news should please him.
Thank you, Ma'am. So, where might I find him?
Find who?
Mr. Mercurio. His painting was stolen?
You must be new to the police service. You see, dear, there is a rule. No visitors allowed. This rule applies to policemen as well.
Ma'am,
What?
I am representing the law of this island. Please, let me through, otherwise...
Do you know how hard it is to become a landlady on an island ruled by men? And if you think that I'm just an old woman whom you can frighten with your uniform, you're very mistaken. I have a lot of connections. If you do something stupid, my dear, it will be the last thing you do on this island.
Very well, Ma'am.
Right.
I'll work it out another way.
Okay, police
Have a nice
isn't gonna
day,
work.
officer.
I've got to dress like the idiot then. So I need to go clothes shopping. Bollocks. I don't even think I can get his hair. His hair is loose. He wears like a shirt, and he has a stubbly beard. I can give myself a stubble, but it's the clothes I need to change. I need like a white shirt. Maybe Ottoman? Maybe that'll work. Let's see if this'll do.
Good luck with your investigation, officer.
Cock. Right. I need to look more tanned and as unkempt. I need to be tanned. There we go. There's a tan added. Maybe that'll do it. It's a black and white photo, so I didn't think about tan.
Good luck with your investigation.
Alright, fucking hell. We'll need some clothes. There's clothes here at the old market, so we'll go there. Unfortunate. We have to go shopping, but it is the case.
Another knife.
People on about that knife in the pillar. Hold on. What does each knife in the pillar mean? Father? No. Imperial conquest? No. Old custom? Yes. Imprisoned. Blood vengeance? Family honor? No. Okay, so it's one of the ones I missed. Old customs. Sorry.
Another knife in the...
Imprisoned? No. Sailed to Balkans? No. Blood vengeance? Yes. Father? No. Imperial conquest? No. Old custom? Yes. Family honor? There we go. Interesting. We'll check that out when we get a chance. But I've got some money as well, which will help. Maybe I will solve some of these side quests now that I think about it, because
Oriental rugs at a good price.
Don't pass by.
it's
Let's
occurred
pick
to me
something
that
suits you.
I might need that to get clothing. Bohemian, if you've got it, flaunt it. There we go. That's exactly what I need to buy. Bang. Show off. I need to buy his hair. Artist bristles. And his makeup. Man, I had to spend money on all of that? Oh, it's upsetting. Oh, I quite like that. Scatterbrain scientist. Do you know who that looks like? It looks like, doesn't matter. Does this make me more armoured in combat, do you think?
A good choice.
It's an idea.
Good choice indeed.
Let me just double check I've got everything equipped that I need. I've got my artist tan. I've got my bristly facial hair. Cool. Can I buy some clothes? Not clothes.
It's a good day for a...
What's it called? I should buy some stuff for the house. I really should. A Venetian stand... Yeah, good.
May your purchase.
Because we don't have anything in the house, and I feel like I should start to buy some of it. That would be advantageous. Whee! I look like an artist now, so let's see how this goes. It's round one of these corners there. There it is. In we go. Let's fucking get past this old lady.
Boniface, sweetie. Is that you? Ah. Old age does terrible things to one's sight. I didn't recognize you at first.
How are you, Mum? I'm ashamed to admit that I've lost my key. Do you have a spare?
For heaven's sake. How many times will you lose that key of yours? Of course I have a spare. You artists all live in your own little world.
The English
Please,
accent's
accept
a
my
bit
thanks.
odd.
I would rather accept your rent. You promised to pay me several weeks ago and I'm still waiting.
I will pay you, I promise, very soon.
You'd better do, my dear. Or else I'll just change the lock. And I won't fall for those cow eyes.
Did you just call me a cow? Oh, bitch. Right, Aha! This looks to be a murder. Shit. I've died, John! I've died! I need to change my clothes, definitely. I can't change them. Great, well I'm stuck dressed as him in his own death. Wait, this is the painting, right?
Red skin, tails on the back. Reminds me of Verda's description of the stolen painting.
Ironically, I actually quite like that painting. What have we got here? So we've got a camera. He took pictures.
I wonder where he got that fancy camera.
That's expensive, isn't it? Newspapers?
Despite the overall tendency towards mess, you cannot sit with the drawer pulled out like this. Someone left it after searching.
So someone's been in here and searched. There was a bottle as well.
It appears the wine was truly awful.
Blood? So what was here? A knife? Yes. I like how I do it at just the same speed as Sherlock. So a knife was here, and this mirror is broken. Or picture frame, maybe? Blue cloth. Interesting. Okay. He is dead, for sure. Let me try his... Ah!
The photograph was not pulled out in time. Such a waste of material.
And yet one of them was. Of people at a masquerade ball.
Look at this, John. Isn't it our stolen demon?
Interesting. Can I look on the back? Nothing on the back. Okay. So he's a photographer. I'll dance on his corpse a bit. Human anatomy. John!
Don't look at me like that, Sherry. I will not touch that dirty floor.
I did wonder where he was. Okay. Painting.
The blood has dried.
He was
I've heard of
painting
this style of painting. It is called expressionism.
his room. That's what he was painting. And all that leaves for us now is the body. But there was something hung here, actually. Interesting. You can see there was a hook. Let's see what we got in the body. Neck slashed.
The wound is precise. It was inflicted by a razor or a knife.
The knife that was on the table, clearly. What's this cloth?
Soaked in blood. It seems as if the puddle of blood was here before the rags.
So the rags were someone tried to clean up. Okay. Oh, there's the knife. Oh! Suicide? Bruises on the knuckle. No, it wasn't suicide. but it was made out to be.
Could be the murder weapon.
It's a murder,
A normal kitchen knife.
not a suicide.
Judging by post-mortem rigidity, the body lay here for 1 or 2 days.
So the bodies lay here for a while.
Aunt May whiskey, brandy bucks. Quite a collection he had here.
So we had quite a lot of alcohol. Is that a red glass, or is that just that that's the carpet being reflected wrong?
Don't look at me like that, Sherlock.
Let me see what we've got in our casebook then. So we have a body. A painting lay covered in blood. Someone had
I want to touch that
searched
dirty floor.
the drawers. There's a camera and pictures. Is there more in here? Toilet. Black light, cameras. I'm at 5 out of 5 on the body, aren't I? Yes. So it can't be the body I need to find. No, not the body. Wait. Was there supposed to be a skull there? Is that the one that's here in the bathroom? Perhaps. Someone searched through all of his paintings.
The chest has been searched.
Okay. It's time. Okay. He looked at the painting? No. Someone else looked at the painting. So he starts in here, clearly. When he notices someone. Because that was still in there, so this is what he interrupted. Then he heard someone searching, maybe? And he runs out. Okay. They go over here. The smash and the blood happens, and he grabs the knife. That would make sense. No, it'd be the other way around. Then he gets stabbed by the knife. He did not slit his own throat. I do not believe that. He grabbed the painting. That guy stabbed him in the neck. And then... what, they tried to soak up the blood? Well, that says you slit his throat on the floor. Which means... that? Is that right?
Mercurio was
There we
developing
go.
photographs when the intruder snuck in. Mercurio heard him coming. While the thief was searching the chest, the painter ran towards him with a bottle in his hand. He smashed it across the thief's head. The intruder had no choice but to defend himself, and the weapon of opportunity happened to be a kitchen knife. Mercurio stepped aside to grab the painting, but the wine-blinded thief attacked Mercurio's throat. When the thief came to his senses, he saw Mercurio bleeding on the floor. He grabbed the rags and tried to bandage him, but it was too late. Why did Mercurio attempt to snatch the painting in the middle of a fight? To strike the intruder? Not with his painting, it was too important to him.
That's an interesting question then. So mid-fight he grabbed a painting, and not only that, the person that killed him didn't want to.
It's time for some chemical magic, John.
Exactly. That's exactly what I thought, and this is the stolen painting. Which was here. So Mercurio maybe broke in, but no, he wouldn't have the coal stains. We're not done yet. Quite clearly not. Okay. So. So we start with you and we flip you over to a positive. Then we take you and add you onto you. So that's that. Then we make you into a negative and add these two together, which makes that. And then I need a -2 red, which would be this diluted, flipped, and added together. Done. So what's different? It's the skull.
That doesn't look like the painting we need, Sherry.
As expected, but that doesn't mean it won't tell us anything. Let's put it on the easel where it belongs.
Okay, so the skull is there, the light comes through. The painting's just out the corner of the eye. The fruit's still in the same place, that fruit's still in the same... It's definitely the skull.
I guess this is his most ordinary painting. Spot the two differences, John?
It's the skull! Wait, 2? What's the other difference? Is it the... It's this? Right?
Nothing behind it.
There's nothing behind that.
If the intruder didn't take it, the skull should be somewhere here.
And we found the skull.
Monster was actually a man. Poor girl. John, you ought to be thrilled. We are now hunting the devil himself.
The monster was actually a
What were
man.
you saying, Sherry? I was too busy sketching the scene, you know, crimes and such like, daily routine. Did you find something?
A photograph. It depicts a man in a red suit with tails sprouting from his back and multiple people in masks watching the scene. It all adds up. But the act of love, it wasn't given willingly, John. It was a violation. And the girl, she was with child.
Give that to me
Right.
now. Did you recognize someone?
No. Although the victim is not from Cordona, she is African. Look at the ritual scars on her face.
Get that image out of your brain. You have to continue the investigation.
I must speak to the landlady. Perhaps she saw or heard something.
Sherry, you cannot tell her the truth about Mercurio. It will hurt her.
John, that's illogical. Sooner or later, she will come here and discover a corpse, and I still need to talk to her.
Just avoid mentioning corpse, all right? Stick to the character, tell her to call the police.
I'll take that into account.
And wait here. I've redrawn the people in the photograph. Now you can proceed with your investigation without those horrific details.
How interesting. John's like a mental sensor. It's cool and interesting. And it saves me from looking at rape. So this is the abuser. And this is the person who's pregnant. So why was Mercurio taking a picture of that? And this is
Red
clearly...
skin, tails on the back. Reminds me of Verda's description of the stolen painting.
So this is why that exists.
The chest has been searched.
I didn't want to do that, thank you. Let's go downstairs, tell her to call the police.
What's wrong, dear? You look like you've seen a ghost.
Who entered my flat recently?
Can you tell me if anyone else has recently entered the flat?
Oh, you're talking about that limping man. I'm sorry I let him in. I was scared. And I thought maybe he would motivate you to find money so that you would pay your rent. No offense, dear.
Can you describe him?
Oh, so you weren't at home. I was so certain you didn't leave your flat that day. He was of average height, had a limp, and a tattoo on his neck.
Tattoo
and
on
he was
his neck.
smoking Malpal cigarettes.
Malpal.
My husband used to smoke those. They have a horrible smell I can recognize from a mile away.
Call the police to my flat.
Can I ask a favour?
Of course, dearie.
Please call the police and ask them to enter the flat. And don't look inside until they come up.
What? What trouble have you stepped in this time?
It really doesn't matter. Thank you, Mum.
The perfect gentleman. I got an achievement for that. Right.
Oh, Sherry, that was close. But you did everything correctly. Now,
Take off your outfit. I can't let you walk around in a dead man's clothes.
Thanks, John. I was going to change it myself. The facial hair can fuck off too.
Poor chap.
Indeed, John, indeed. Right. Mind Palace. This is where we do things. They both had limps. The murderer and the gallery thief are the same person. That's true. Let's go back to my clues. Thief was caught by a painter and killed. Whoever the thief was killed him. Murderer wasn't the thief's goal. Okay. We know that. They were probably searching for the photograph in the apartment. Which draws us to a conclusion. The thief was at Mercurio's flat to steal the photograph, but found Mercurio instead and killed him in self-defense. He broke in, but he was killing in that. These two are unrelated, and I know that. Right. We have gotten something from this. I need to find this woman. She's pregnant. She's tribal scars. Who would I ask? I need to dress differently. African casual? You said she was of African descent, right? So we go African casual and we ask a worker.
Is this familiar to you?
Go back to work. I'm not answering your questions.
What about this lady, actually? Hi.
Are you able to help me?
Of course.
Yes, here we go. The scars on the girl's face seem to be from Yu's ethnic group tribe. The only place where you can find Yu's people in Cordona is the refugee camp located under Victoria Bridge between Scaladio and Silverton. Right, so I need to go to this bridge. This bridge? Scaladio and Silverton. This bridge. This bridge? Nope. This bridge. This bridge. My brain doesn't work, just ignore me. Right, we are then. Let's dress a little more, sexy for now. Time to cross the bridge and then go down into these slums. So I need to hang the first left on the other side of the bridge. Teeth and gum sets.
Beasts!
Oh no. Why are there so many people? An angry mob and a murder. Not good.
Murderers!
They're completely livid.
first they come to our land, then they murder our people.
Drop them all into the sea!
Alright, not good. You.
Sir, this place is off limits to the public. Please state your business or leave, or I shall request that the police escort you out.
I'm a private investigator.
My name is Sherlock Holmes. I'm a private investigator. I'm looking for a witness for a case.
A private investigator? Really? Even so, you're not authorised. I can't let you in.
And you are?
I'm Ronald Harlow, here to handle the refugee situation on behalf of City Hall. I'm the acting supervisor here, so I have full authority here to ask you to leave, or I shall order the police to detain you for trying to pass the blockade. Please, step back.
Let's observe him quickly. The mustache is weird. Works indoors with poor lighting. He wants to look authoritative, so that shows that he's probably not very authoritative. What's wrong with his shoes? No socks? Sedentary. Ah, okay. What have we got in his hand? Sweating and is stressed. He's out of control in this situation. Tries to appear older. Pale young clerk tries his best to oversee a refugee camp, but he's not very happy with the responsibility. I think he's a tired pen pusher.
The people in the crowd are shouting about a murder in the camp. Are you trying to hide it?
It's mere assumption. I assure you that the situation is under the police's control.
If it was under control, if there was no dead body, you wouldn't be as nervous as you are. You would be sitting in your cosy dark corner of a City Hall room doing nothing as usual. Yet, you're here, trying to deal with a series of problems you never asked for.
These insults are inappropriate. You don't know what I'm doing for this camp. Even though the rest of City Hall doesn't give a bloody squat about the refugees, maybe I didn't want to be assigned to this camp. But I'm trying to do my best for these people. If not for my work, they might not have any shelter or food even.
I apologise, Mr. Harlow. Perhaps I was prejudiced
I think I did the wrong
towards
one.
you, but in any case, I'm sure that you would still want this to be over as quickly as possible. The current reality is that neither you nor the police are managing things well here. You are unable to calm the crowd. You have simply never handled a situation like this before.
What are you driving at, Mr. Holmes?
I can help you.
I can help you to handle the situation if you're truly interested in solving things quickly and quietly.
And how exactly would you manage that?
Simply tell the police that I'm with City Hall and I'm permitted to investigate the scene. I'll work out the rest, but in return I need your help finding my witness. She's a young refugee. She's with child or was with child recently.
Look, there is indeed a dead body inside the camp. So even if the girl you are looking for is there, all the refugees are now being detained and interrogated by the police. They won't allow you to speak with her, and I can't do anything about that until the situation settles down.
So it's in our mutual interest to settle it.
Oh. I suppose that things are bad enough that I ought not shy away from help. All right, Mr. Holmes. I'll tell the police to allow you to come inside. Just tell me when you're ready.
I'm ready. Let's go.
I'm ready to take a look at the scene.
Solve a crime to solve a crime.
Go inside the camp and find Inspector Tewkesbury. He's the officer investigating the scene. Tell him I sent you. Say you're an independent expert from City Hall. He'll fill in the details for you.
I'll find my way with words. Thank you, Mr. Harlow.
Alright, we're allowed in. I thought disguising as police would work.
Keep these refugees under a bridge like proverbial trolls. No wonder the people outside are so disturbed.
It's not easy. Livestock as well, caged right here, is not that good.
Who the hell are you? How did you get in here?
Mr. Ronald Harlow let me in, sir. I'm Sherlock Holmes, a surveyor of refugee affairs with City Hall. You're Inspector Tewkesbury, I presume?
A surveyor? What does that even mean?
In short, I've been sent to conduct an extensive report on the incident for the Colonial Office and to assess all the damage inflicted on state property.
Got it. Another paperworm sent to count money and get food for archive mold. Go on, look around, but don't make yourself too at home. As if I didn't have enough problems before you appeared.
What were your
Could you
problems?
first tell me what happened here?
What happened? People from the bridge above the camp heard a woman screaming and saw a mass of refugees attacking a man. Clearly not a refugee. When the camp guards came by, the man was floating in the sewage canal with a knife in his chest. Bam. A murder. Big news for Cordona.
Huh.
Sure. Thank you, Inspector.
Maybe it's our man.
Did you learn anything about the dead man?
The fellow looks like a thug. I've had dozens like him fished out of the sea over the past 20 years. Ever since these refugees arrived, there have been people on Cordona with bad blood in them. My best bet is that this thug had something against them too.
And no clue as to his identity.
He had some items on his body, but nothing to indicate who he was or where he was from.
I think I should catalogue his possessions in my records.
Go on. They're on the table near the body.
Okay. Any other victims? Who was the woman that
none
screamed?
Of the refugees were harmed?
One fellow was cut. He's lying over there near their kitchen. He's in a bad way.
Okay.
You mentioned a woman screaming who attracted the bypassers on the bridge. Was she harmed?
No, she's all right, but perhaps the whole debacle started because of her. She started wailing and the refugees stood up for the girl.
And where is this young woman now?
Back there in the shacks, same as the rest of the refugees. She's been questioned by my men, but she's just some refugee girl. Can't understand much English.
And what do you suspect?
Do you have any suspects yet?
You're joking, right? I've got a whole camp full of suspects. And if you ask me, this bloke had it coming. Better bury him and forget about the whole thing. And now there's a crowd gathered at the camp, and my superiors say we must thoroughly interrogate the refugees. At least those who can understand any English.
Do you believe that your superiors wish to get rid of the refugees?
I think that both our superiors would rather keep the story quiet. Since that's an unaffordable luxury now, they're looking how to protect their public image. That's why I have to waste my time waiting for my people to turn every stone and befriend every refugee.
Alright, we've got our lay of the land. It's possible Magic Lady is the one that screamed.
On Cordona before stumbling upon another dead body. 0.
Yeah, alright, John. Okay, we like finding death. So, this is the kitchen, I presume. This was where the body was found, I presume?
The refugees have been detained and will not leave until all the circumstances are clarified.
Yes, hello.
Back off.
Alright, you're a dickhead. Fuck you then. John, get out the tent.
No one deserves to end up in a place like this.
Ah, you're the wounded man. You look very similar.
He is in shock, feverish and dehydrated.
And he's got a hole in him.
The cut is deep, potentially serious if not treated immediately.
Sherry, you know first aid. Surely you have a duty to help this man. You can't leave him to certain death.
You're quite right, John. I need a bandage or
I
something.
think we can find all we need here in the camp. Let's have a good look around.
Let's get a bandage or something to help treat this poor bloody thing. Barefoot.
Someone was dragged against their will.
No shoes, though. Necklace.
Oh, carnelian agate beads, a traditional African adornment.
Okay. Blood. And a stick. Why am I looking at a stick?
It might have been used as an improvised weapon.
It's a stick! Sherlock.
No hint of blood or impact.
Yeah, it's just a stick.
The blood sprayed off the blade after the strike.
Okay, so there was a blade used. That's fair. Right, how am I to help this man? I need a first aid supply or something. A hot poker or something to cauterize a wound? I don't know. Something would be good. That's a size 10 bare footprint.
A man's footprint.
And that's the shoe. They're police boots.
Police boots. Always happy to trample evidence.
And this...
A heavy boot with a worn-out sole.
That's our limping man. I'm sure of it. A sheath.
A simple leather sheath. Perfect for a dirk.
Money?
£1,000. A fair sum, especially considering British currency isn't very common in Cordona.
And cigarettes.
Malpal.
The
Soaked
Malpal.
with salt water.
So our dead body is our murderer. Our dead body's our murderer and rapist, I think.
Our dead fella truly has had a day of misfortune.
I'm going to need something to help with this dead body.
If they find out about the passage, everything will go to hell.
What passage? Hysteria? No. Old Sleuth? No. Camp Lockdown? Money? No. Public Eye? No. Low Salary? No. Take Refugees. Right, Camp Lockdown and take refugees out. They're what I need to look at for that.
Sherry, just look at this. Living quarters in a sewer. What kind of a genius bureaucrat came up with this idea?
A fool, John, a fool.
If they find out about...
No. 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 Camp Lockdown was one of them. Take refugees out and Camp Lockdown.
If they find out about the...
Hold on. Public Eye? No. Not Hysteria. Camp Lockdown. Low Salary? No. Old Sleuth? No. Take refugees out. Jack's in office? No. Money. Police officer worries that the situation with the dead body will put the camp into a strict lockdown and lose the money flow they were earning from their scheme.
Nobody will know anything if you keep your bloody mouth shut.
The coppers smell fishy here, Sherry. Perhaps we should sniff around in the camp a little more thoroughly.
I think you're right there, John. I think you're right there indeed, but I've got a dying man to save first. That's my primary problem. The dead man can stay. He's got the tattoo on the neck. He's my murderer. Didn't live very long, though, it appears. I'm sure John's got a lovely thing in the casebook, actually, that says, save the person that's dying. Feverish and dehydrated. Something to clean the wound, disinfect, and bandage. So, alcohol.
Do you know anything about this?
Oh, I don't know about that. Ask one of the others.
Okay. Disinfect the wound. Ah, hold on. Boiled water, clean.
I'll use it to create a solution.
Good. That's a good start. Ah, plant. Let's Resident Evil this sitch. Green herb.
That will kill, not save him.
Okay, don't give him that. Let's not Resident Evil this sitch.
It won't do any good.
Ha! That will, though.
Just washed. Better than nothing to bandage the wound.
I need something to help create the solution a little more. Ah, it'll be these vines, I bet. In a sewer? Ivy?
Nausea and stomach pain is not what he needs now.
Maybe this one? Aloe vera, that's good.
I can use this to stop the infection from spreading. I've plated all the ingredients, now to prepare the first aid solution.
Yeah, I'm not good at this. I'd have killed him 4 times. Whoops. It's all good. Alright, -6, -4. Ooh. So, hold on. I might have this actually. Hold on. -6. So, increase it. No, wrong way. I need to decrease it. Right. Hold on, brain. Double it. Fuck it. Then reverse it. No, then reverse it. Yeah. That's that done. Then I need -6, which is this. Increase twice, and then flick to a negative. I need to increase it a hell of a lot more, it's just occurred to me. So not increased twice, doubled, and then flip to a negative. That's halved, doubled. 10 flip to negative, then add them together. Wankers. Let's go save this man so John likes me. Hello!
Thank you. This should make you feel better, my friend. Now remain lying down and drink as much water as you can.
Well done, Sherry. At least he won't die from the infection.
He might even be a good witness now that he's moving. Who knows? I presume not. Okay, well, I tried.
Well done, Sherry.
Let's see what else we've got here, then. John suggests we learn more by asking around the camp. It's a good idea. And we've got the bodies, so let's talk to a policeman about it. You.
May I ask you something?
Unfortunately, my casebook is empty on this.
Who would know? Do you know?
Back off.
Right, you're a cunt, so fuck you. Maybe the inspector knows.
You still here?
Evidence. What about this?
The guards at the sewers were speaking about taking refugees out of the camp. Do you know anything about this, Inspector?
Less than you do, obviously.
And this doesn't bother you as an officer of the law?
I can neither punish them nor put them on the right track, if that's what you're asking. Maybe your friends at City Hall could do something about it, but I seriously doubt that.
Okay.
To be honest, I'm sick and tired of being frowned on for my uniform. If those fine gentlemen you've eavesdropped on are in some shady business, that's on their heads.
Right, so you're not going to help me. Okay. He doesn't know anything, but his colleagues do. What about you, then?
Can you satisfy my curiosity?
Unfortunately, my casebook is empty on this.
I mean, I look like a copper, so maybe I should just confront them.
Do you know anything about this?
Oh, I don't know about that. Ask one of the others.
Oh, I am bored.
Shut up, John!
Call me when you find the answer.
Okay, so I clearly need to ask someone. That's what the hand symbol means, yeah? Right? Maybe we try our City Hall man. Maybe he knows about it. No, he doesn't know.
Thank you.
Who isn't allowed to visit the crime scene these days?
Okay. Let's look at some of the other evidence around here.
Clearly a left handprint here.
So there's a bloody handprint. A blood stain and a broken pot.
Someone bled profusely here.
Probably our murder victim.
A fresh crack, as if the crate was hit recently.
Interesting. Okay. Well, I'm not done yet, but I'm also not convinced I know what's going on with the shady police side of this. I am worried. While bleeding kept moving.
Blood trail leading to a furrow in the ground.
Someone got in the ocean. Left handprint. They got into the water. Okay. Interesting. Come on, John. We must investigate our body. There's the dirk. Aha!
A steel dirk. Sharp. A common accessory among sailors and soldiers.
There's the tattoo on the neck.
An interesting tattoo. Does it mean something?
I'm not very good at division. Blood?
I'd say the blade penetrated upward, however the wound is too messy to be certain.
What's on your hand? Anything on your hands? We'll try this hand. Coal dust. This is our coal man.
I don't see much coal around here.
This is our painting thief. Okay, and he's got a limp, I presume. By his soul.
Heavy boots.
Yeah.
With one sole far more worn than the other. This man was limping, John.
Which says this is our man.
A violent death. This man, limping. Coal dust. I think we're onto something here, John. You know what? I'd like to understand. What? How did our dead man end up inside the camp in the first place?
That is a good question. Let's see what we've got in our casebook. So our intruder broke into the camp. Here? Is it the same way they were smuggled out? No.
Sealed shut.
Maybe.
I doubt our man could get through these grates.
Same way they were smuggled out is the same way he was smuggled in. There's a left handprint, so maybe he was trying to get back to this ladder. That would make sense, wouldn't it? Too short, though.
No, it's too short for these walls of place.
I'm busy. Don't you have papers to fill? City Hall lubberheads.
Recently had whiskey, typical. The boat. It's a boat. Unlikely, okay.
It's unlikely anyone could get in or out of the camp by water without alerting the police guards.
No one deserves to end up in a place like this.
Something to do with the water, I believe. Maybe he just walked in? I doubt it, though. He'd have been spotted, right? That's our cigarette.
A single Malpal butt.
What does that tell me?
Roadman's Cigarettes. A brand highly regarded by law enforcement officers. So there wasn't any sophisticated infiltration plan. The good old police just let the man into the camp. Now we have everything we need to get the full picture of what happened at the camp.
Okay. We have enough for the full picture, but I'm not done. Because John needs to know what's going on at this camp.
I'm busy. Don't you have papers to fill? City Hall lubberheads.
Could you help me?
Unfortunately, my casebook is empty on this.
He's got syphilis. Okay, well, I regret that. I don't know who we'd ask around the camp. Maybe the people. That's a good question. You?
Could you help me?
The only thing you policemen do is oppress my people. I won't help.
Oh, right, yeah, I need a fez and a workman outfit, don't I, for you? Let's go fez and workman outfit. That'll do.
Help me, please.
You and I are the economic foundation of this island. We should help each other. But I don't know what you are talking about.
Okay.
You should know what you're doing.
You. How'd the refugees get here?
Mr. Harlow, how did the refugees end up here exactly?
Oh, so you're not from around here yourself?
I've been away for some time, but I read the papers.
Yes, this whole story has been in the papers for almost a year now. They were smuggled to Cordona on a ship from Africa.
Smuggled?
Smuggled? Then why didn't you deport them?
The smugglers managed to sneak them to shore and hide them inside an abandoned warehouse. When the police raided the warehouse and found the refugees there, the ship was already gone. We aren't even certain as to which ship it was. We have busy shipping routes with other colonies these days, you see.
So you decided to lock them up under a bridge?
There was no other option. We're still trying to work out what to do with them. I only hope we'll find a humane solution and not put them on a raft and float them out to sea.
Right. I would have suggested getting them jobs and houses rather than sticking them under a
Mr.
bridge.
Harlow, what exactly do you do here? What are your responsibilities?
What I do and what I am responsible for are two different realities, Mr. Holmes. On paper, I am in charge of the camp territory, security, provision, and the refugees in general. What I actually do most of the time is knock on every city hall door trying to obtain some funding, or at least rations for the camp.
The police here on City Hall's behalf too?
They are. minus those who came here after the body was found. The governor won't let the refugees disperse into the island, so there's a significant police presence guarding the camp. Naturally, they answer directly to the police. I have some influence here, but I'm not their direct authority.
Okay, so you don't know anything, do you? What am I missing? Right, let's do this bit then. I've asked everyone around the camp, so we need to solve this bit and see if we can talk to this man before we can do anything, clearly. So, someone was dragged this way. That would make sense. Our devil and our pregnant lady, yes. It concurs with that evidence. She obviously screamed, and this man attacked him. No. I don't know what the difference is. Oh, the difference is whether he's defending her or not. No. He was dragging her. So that would make more sense. Then she falls to the ground. Beads scatter, yes. She wasn't hidden behind him, yeah. That makes sense. Everyone starts running to help. So what happens here? Our man starts running. Yeah, he starts running. Clearly. Then he falls over this. That would make more sense. And stabs himself in the chest, maybe? No, he climbed down by himself. I think he fell over and stabbed himself in the chest.
So, we have a thug who came to take a refugee woman with him. She resisted, but he dragged her by force.
Okay.
One of the refugees stood in his way, armed with a stick, yet he could do nothing against a cutthroat with a blade. The man didn't anticipate that the other refugees would intervene and stand against him. In the confusion, the woman managed to break free. The thug took fright and fled.
Okay.
He was stopped by the falling crates. He stumbled and fell, piercing his chest with his own blade. However, the wound didn't cause instant death. He managed to stand, but still bleeding, he lost his balance on the bridge and fell. Before all of this, the man had freely entered the camp through the main entrance. The police admitted him after they had a short smoke together.
You live by the sword, you die by the sword. In our man's case, it's the same sword.
I failed the kidnapping and figuring out what was going on here, but I know what's happened in the long
Mr.
run.
Harlow, your refugees didn't murder anyone.
What? Pray tell me what you've learned.
All right, listen carefully. This might solve one problem for you, but will create a few more.
Oh, well, that's a great start.
The man came to the camp intending to kidnap one of your refugees, a woman. What he didn't expect was that the refugees would stand up to protect the woman. A brawl had broken out. In the chaos of it, the man stumbled over those crates and fell on his own blade.
How do you know he fell on his own blade?
Upward dangle.
The wound in his chest was inflicted from an unusual angle. It was not an offensive stab, shall we say. The refugees didn't touch him. And judging by the blood at the scene, the intruder managed to raise himself but was unable to walk very far. He ultimately fell into the canal.
But how did he sneak into the camp? Why didn't the police see him?
And this is where your new problems emerge, Mr. Harlow.
What do you mean?
You're not a dull-witted man. You know what I mean. There is no feasible way to get into the camp without the police guards knowing of it.
The pile of mess I had to sort out has just become bigger, but somehow that doesn't surprise me. Anyway, I thank you for your help, Mr. Holmes. I'll take it from here. Meanwhile, I'll make sure the police aren't detaining the refugees any longer. You can go back in and look for your witness.
Do you think one small clock can make any difference in this place?
Worth a try.
Who knows, John? Just one ill-fitting cog could make the whole machine crumble.
Let's put some clothes on, shall we? Let's dress a bit fancier. I'm not quite done, though, because maybe asking the refugees might help me figure out what's wrong here. It's worth a try. And my Mind Palace. Let's see what we got here. He didn't harm the woman, but he tried to drag her away. What does that mean? The thug came to the camp intending to kidnap a woman. He had the opportunity to kill her, but that wasn't his goal. So he didn't try and kill her. The same man who stole was the man who murdered, who was the man who broke. So what does that mean? He is not merely a thief, but also a kidnapper, a henchman who takes various roles. That is fair. I'll take that. And then we have a photograph of violation, which is not that useful. So, before we investigate with all of our lovely people around here, I'll do that next time. We've sort of had a little bit of a investigation, and then we need to find our witness and see about justice for people involved. Fingers crossed. I, for one, will at least chat with these people and see about learning where they're breaking into the camp or where shit's happening. It's fine. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Much love from me, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.